Welcome to a Friday game day edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and of course, Hudco Roofing. HudcoRoofing.com. Hope you're all having an awesome morning. It is game day, LSU Gonzaga regional baseball returns. Tigers on the West Coast, up in the PNW, Pacific Northwest. It is Landon Marceau against Alec Jacob today. And I'm pretty excited about it. I think the Tigers have a really good chance to win this regional. I certainly think they have a really good chance to win this game tonight. Now, I'm a little less bullish on LSU in game 2 against Oregon on their home field. Really strong pitching staff. And LSU just hasn't been a consistent baseball team all year. But, I'm very hopeful that you keep going. You play one-game seasons, and you get the first one against Gonzaga, and you go out there on Saturday night and realize, man, you're out there, basically playing for the right to have someone have to come beat you twice. So, I'll remind you, LSU hasn't swept since UTSA. They swept UTSA, and 2 of those games were in extra innings, if you remember. They also swept the second weekend, which was Youngstown State for 2 games and then Nichols. So they lost the series to Oral Roberts. This has just not been a team throughout the year that's been super consistent. They had a chance to sweep Ole Miss and blew the third game. Y'all know the history. They had a chance to sweep Auburn, lost the third game. They just haven't been able to finish the deal, man. So it's really hard for me to predict them to win the regional. But do I think they have a chance, like a better than good chance? Absolutely, I think they got a better than good chance. So go get a win tonight with Marceau on the bump. All right, let's say some good mornings here. Megan Hurst, Jeff McKiffin, Cole Brown. Good morning from Natchez. Breezy Bro, what up? One last ride, yes indeed. Kirk Taylor, John Bro. Great hire with Bo Davis. Brad Davis, but yes. Kirk Taylor. No sound. Did that help? Oh no. Facebook went. I don't know why I did that. All right, hang on. Let me refire up Facebook. Yeah, I guess I should have also thrown in the title there about Brad Davis being hired as the new offensive line coach. We talked about that yesterday on Morning Scone. I can't remember. No, on Nightcap a couple nights ago we talked about Alex Atkins, and then Brad Davis kind of jumped in the mix. I'll give you all what I know there. I know why there was no sound. Let me refire this up, y'all. On Facebook, sorry. All right, we're back live on Facebook now. So for those who want to watch on Facebook, you're welcome. In the meantime, let's shout out some YouTube peeps. Apologies, Facebook. This is the second go round for y'all on Facebook. My bad. Joey Vincent, good morning. Christian Keller, good morning. Cliff Nelson, Josh Geraldo, good morning. Stephen Miller, what's up? Good morning. Trivia Carter, good morning. Everybody, please hit thumbs up. Much appreciated there. Stephen Miller, Dirty Water versus the Pinstripes this weekend. I'm excited about it. Sunday night baseball is always fun. Hopefully the Tigers will have polished off a regional win, and we can all collectively enjoy that little Sunday night baseball action there. Let's see. Dale Broussard, upgraded O-line coach. Yeah, Dale, I think so. They obviously had their list done already, as we talked about on Nightcap. Alex Atkins, I think, was the number one guy from Florida State. And I talked about this if you missed it on AFR and also I think on Locked on LSU yesterday. So Alex Atkins was at Tulane. Prior was the OC at Charlotte, then went to Florida State. I had someone who coached with him tell me that he is a relentless recruiter and the best technical O-line coach in the country. I think he was their target. Atkins was offered the OC job at Louisville under Satterfield, but it really would have just been a paper title because it's Satterfield's offense. And so Florida State gave him a raise, and as I understand it, a 3-year contract. Now, that has not been reported yet. That's what apparently they have agreed to. No assistants get 3-year deals. So I think if you're Atkins and you look at LSU, why would you take just a moderate raise to come to a less stable situation? So where there you have a 3-year deal, and LSU's not going to do 3-year deal for anybody. So shifted their attention to Brad Davis, who's a Baton Rouge guy. Another really good recruiter, another really good offensive line coach. It's an upgrade in both facets over James Craig. So as we thought they would, they'd get it done quickly, and you needed to because the dead period lifted, and you got recruits coming on campus. So here we go. Brady Smith, morning, Matt. Down go the Lakers. Let's hope they fall apart and feed high draft picks to the Pels. Amen to that. Want LeBron to leave, right? Let's hope LeBron leaves. The Lakers stink. Troy Hebert, Nicholas Cantrell, good morning. Shelby, David Wallace, what's up? Cliff, Facebook doesn't have sound. Doesn't deserve sound. Make them all come to YouTube. Kyle Perez, good morning. Eddie Smith to Utah Valley. Yep, writing on the wall, the current staff is probably not getting retained. Oh, Kyle, there's no way the current staff is getting retained. No chance at all. So Utah Valley, for Eddie Smith, there was a report also that Nolan is going to interview for the Kennesaw State job. And I don't know what's going to happen with AD. I mean, it's I guess a possibility he could retire. But yeah, there's no chance the staff is retained. Tyler Smith, I worked under Brad Davis the last year at Arkansas. Very interesting, Tyler. Give me some feedback there. Stephen Miller, man, I've wrestled with this all week. People asking what I thought this team could do. I wouldn't be surprised with 3-0, 3-1, as well as 1-2, 2-2. So basically, any result. You wouldn't be surprised with any result, except 0-2. Yeah, I mean, that's the fun of it, right? That's the fun of postseason baseball. Let's throw out the ball and see. I really do like LSU tonight against Gonzaga with Landon Marshall in the bump. I really do. We've seen him ever since Jaden Hill's injury. We've seen Marceau become an ace. Gonzaga is not a team that has a ton of power. They've only got 33 homers on the season. Their coach told us earlier this week they're kind of a gap-to-gap team. So that means you got to string together hits against Marceau, and not many teams do that. If you can, tip your cap. But not many teams have been able to do that, and they face some pretty good offenses this year. So if Marceau goes out there and throws the game we think he's capable of throwing, I think it could become a battle of bullpens. And, Devin Fontenot seems to have stabilized, and certainly he's been in this situation before. And I would have no problem going Marceau for 7 and Fontenot for 2, to take you home. Now, what do you do in game 2 if you get past this one is really interesting. And I'm going to maintain, I know some of you disagree with me, but I think that he's going to throw Hilliard. You got to throw Hilliard. He's been your better guy. So, but I'm also hopeful. I'm hopeful that Labus, having had basically 3 weeks off, comes back stronger. Troy Abear, morning Scone from Tennessee, making my way back to Louisiana from Maine. Let's go eat a W tonight. Yes, indeed. Safe travel there, Troy. Michael Costello, Chris Keller, Matthew Godwin, morning Scone. Go Tigers from Bama, brother. There you go, bro. Appreciate you watching. Jerry DeLucky, what's up? Morning, Matt. Looking forward to the companion show tonight. Besides the usual suspects, do you have a surprise guest lined up? Jerry, I got no guests lined up. I mean, I haven't, honestly, that's not something, considering the way my days go, that I have the luxury of giving a lot of thought to. If you have people you'd like to see, let me know, and I'll see who I can throw an invite to. But, look at, and just look at what happened the last time where Kendall Rogers jumped in the chat and then jumped on for 30 minutes, That would be great, but, I'm sure he'll be watching regional baseball anyway, but we'll see. But yes, Janet still having the companion show tonight. Yes. So y'all be here. I think Coogan will be here. I did text with him. I saw Coogan yesterday. I think he's in. So Janet wants to see Hunt tonight. I'll ask Hunt. I'll certainly do that. Has Davis ever recruited any elite O-line players? I'll have to look. I mean, listen, he spent a year at Florida. Spent some time at Missouri, and then this last year at Arkansas. But, you might not be in a position there where you're going to be recruiting blue chip 5-star guys, maybe to Florida. But I'm telling you, who asked that, Troy? Troy, I'm telling you, given the stories that I've heard about Craig, it literally can't be worse. Can't be worse. Can't be. Stephen Miller, random sports injection, but wow, the pitcher from Alabama softball, Montana Fouls, was throwing 74. Holy crap. Dude, I remember when Monica Abbott, you remember that name, right? Even if you don't, Monica Abbott from Tennessee, tall pitcher. When Monica Abbott was throwing like 72, and it was like, and that girl's throwing 74, jeez. I'm ready for baseball. It's going after dark. There you go, Tim. Looking forward to it. Shelby, hate losing a guy like Kane, has done so well keeping the program relevant from a talent standpoint. I think Nolan has worked his butt off. I think he's done a really good job, and worked his butt off. I think, but they have also, as a staff, clearly missed on evaluations, and how they've built the roster. I mean, just candidly. You've got to have... You can't have all middle infielders and center fielders. You got to have your big bopper in the lineup that you could stick in the 4 or 5 hole that just stands there and crushes homers. Your Will Frizzell, your Sykes Orvis. You got to have that guy on your roster, LSU. You got to have guys that are not just arms that can throw hard. You have to have pitchers as well. It's great that Blake Money throws 95. Kid does not have a secondary pitch. So what good does it do if he throws 95? He's got to throw it straight and people can crush it. You got to have guys that can pitch also. And hope. Now, I'm not saying don't go get Blake Money, but you got to give him time to develop and have guys that can pitch in the meantime. You have to have a Jared Poche. You have to have a Landon Marceau. So, they've gotten talent, but how the roster's been built, I think, listen. A case in point. Look at Peyton Todd. This is a guy, not Peyton Todd, Peyton Stovall. Excuse me, Peyton Todd's the punter from North Louisiana. Peyton Stovall is the second baseman from Houghton. Y'all, Peyton Stovall is from Houghton, Louisiana, and he's committed to Arkansas. Kylie McDaniel from ESPN released his top 150 draft prospects. He's number 49 on the list. You got a kid from Houghton who's a top 50 prospect in this year's draft who's committed to Arkansas because LSU didn't offer him. What? Come on. Get Kyle Peterson to go live from whatever game he's broadcasting. Jeez. Breezy Bro. Cruz said he has no intention of leaving because Paul is retiring. So, yeah. Gray Muncie, what's up? Eric Wilderauer, Gilbert was a stud, but looked completely lost in pass protection because he never had to pass protect in his life. Do you think Craig Shoulders? I mean, okay, but why would you ever ask that kid? I don't want that kid to block. I want him to go catch passes. Funny guy behind the scenes, all about toughness and getting nasty in the trenches. Excellent blocking schemes. Couldn't recruit the national guys at Arkansas, but now will with the LSU brain. Very good. That's the other one too, right there, is Emory Jones. So, look at Tyler. Emory Jones, the Catholics a lock. Cam Dewberry from Texas is on the radar. LSU about to bring in a lead offensive lineman, national typo lineman. He has the energy to recruit. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, that's the other thing too is so because of Emory Jones at Catholic, basically all of the major programs, head coaches, and offensive line coaches have been here recently. So kind of got a little bit of insight into that, if that makes sense. Get Coach O on the companion show. Let's see. Shelby, I'd take Faedo, Singer, and Puck over Blake Money any day. Brady Smith, to be fair, Houghton is in South Arkansas, north of I-10. I know you're joking there, Brady, but I'm not. That's, I think I mentioned this here, but I had an MLB scout who has been scouting for 30 years tell me that Peyton Stovall has the best. He's the best pure hitter that he has scouted in Louisiana since Todd Walker. Think about that. And LSU didn't offer the kid. That's a problem. Jump over here to Facebook. Sorry about that earlier, Facebook. I had plugged in the microphone too late. That's why you weren't hearing audio. It muted it. I needed to have it plugged in when I fired it up. That's my fault. Scott Borch, Brian and Annie Pinton, good morning from Chi-Town. Ricky Lambert, Kelly Gross in Nashville. All right now. Blaine Smith is the Davis hire official. It's not official yet, but they were so y'all I'm not telling y'all this now, but Wednesday night it was either Atkins or Davis. For the reason I just explained, it wasn't Atkins. So they offered the job to Davis. Yesterday morning, he accepted, and they were sending the plane to Fayetteville, the LSU plane to Fayetteville to pick him up this morning. So, he agreed to the job yesterday, and they're going to pick him up today. Steve's got, they got to get him here. You're in the dead period's been lifted. You got recruits on campus. You got to get his here. Come on, bro. Steve Scott, more to Matt, win or lose, as long as we show respect at the end of the game, will not walk out early like a sore loser. LeBron sucks. He'll never be beloved. Elliot Doge. Will the new O-line coach help improve Austin Deculus? Maybe. Look, I think the thing with Deculus, he's been a really good player. Let me rephrase. I think he's been a solid SEC player. I think he would be a better interior player than a right tackle. I think his liability is moving his feet in pass protection, but you get him on his horse and drive people, he's got a giant frame and he can definitely do that. Like his opportunity in the NFL would be as an interior player. Earl Joseph Lytle, good morning. Kelly Presley, good morning. Thomas Bergeron, good morning from New Roads. Scott Edwin Capel thought this was interesting. When was the last LSU offensive lineman to go in the first round? Alan Faneca? Has to be Faneca. It's got to be Faneca. He might be the only one. I mean, off the top of my head. Let's see. Just heard Big Bo Bordelon on Jordy's show. Said he's already 275. Nice. So that's he's out of Newman, right? That's Ben Bordelon's son. So that's awesome. I mean, you get that Newman pipeline, man. They got Bordelon. They got the receiver committed as well. They're going, hey, Arch. 9 p.m. first pitch, going to be hard to stay up for the whole thing. Nah, Brandon, get you a 5-hour energy, dude. Blaine Smith, good morning. Jeff Stipe, any baseball coaching news? So, yeah. I'll put it to you this way. Scott Woodward is not aiming small. I'll put it to you that way. And if you check Kendall Rogers from D1 Baseball, his updated candidate list, there's a new name, and it's legitimate. Deborah Coward, what's up? Bill Schmid, good morning. Luis Aleman, good morning. Pat Huseman, what's up? C-ball, hit ball, throw ball, no lollygagging around the bases. Come on, dude, this ain't T-ball. Come on, bro. I love you, Pat, but come on, man. Okay. Hopefully they're dialed in. I agree with you. Okay. Blake Middleton, game on TV. Actually, that is great news. It was supposed to be streaming only, and they did announce yesterday, ESPN announced that they're adding it to ESPNU. So it is streaming, but if you have like the sports tier, you can watch it on ESPNU. Stacy Fontenot, Devin Fontenot's mom and dad here, watching from Denver, trying to get to Oregon. Let's go. There you go. How about it, man? Pretty excited. Stacy, what do you think? I'm thinking, by the way, Todd Peterson, hey, Bombs. I'm thinking Marceau for 7, Devin for 2. Let's get the win tonight. And hope they can go win that marble game on Saturday. Because if LSU starts 2-0, I'll tell it to you this way. If LSU starts 2-0, I don't think there's a team coming back to beat them twice. But I also don't think they can come out of the loser's bracket. So they just don't have the pitching to play in 5 games in this regional. So you lose the first one or one of the first 2, you're going to have to play 5 games. So I don't know how you play 5 games in 3 days and win. So got to get the first 2, but it starts tonight. Danny Terrio, what's up? Michael Richard, Mike from the Big Easy, who dat? All right, what's up, Mike from the Big Easy? Brandon DeVille, assuming Paul has a trick up his sleeve for second base tonight, Gio in center, will Bianco not be in the lineup or leave below? Listen, Brandon, I mean, what Paul told us the other day is that he wants lefties in the lineup because the kid tonight is particularly hard on righties. So it just makes sense, right? I mean, Gio's in center. Beloso's going to DH, which y'all know how I feel about that. I think Cade should be DH in every game anyway. He just doesn't strike out. Rather guy's going to put the ball in play. And he's going to start Will. I mean, listen, he's going to start Will Safford at second base tonight. I mean, unless if there is some giant change between now and first pitch. Will Safford's going to start at second to get another lefty in the lineup. And I'm very curious to see. And listen, I'm going to say this on AFR later today, and I'll say it here. I will make a prediction that Will Safford gets on base at least twice tonight. All throughout fall baseball, I mean, he was the second best hitter on the team behind Cruz. And they couldn't keep him off the bases. So I know he hadn't played all year, and it's super concerning. And you look at 094, but a pinch hit opportunity here or there. Told you this on AFR yesterday because I went back and checked. He started all 3 games against Vanderbilt. There were only 3 players in LSU's lineup that got on base all 3 games against Vanderbilt: Dylan Cruz, Trey Morgan, Will Safford. Paul's playing a hunch, but I'm telling you, this kid can play. So, curious to see how it goes tonight. William Wade Wilson, what's up? Charlie Cavell, good morning. Josh Grunlian, what's going on to be in the glass or on ice to enjoy the Tiger W? What's going to be in the glass? Oh, yeah, got it. Sorry. What am I drinking tonight? I don't know, Josh. People ask me that all the time, and I mean, when you have all the, I don't mean for that to be a flex, but when you have as much, it's really like walking into a candy store. I mean, what do you feel like in that moment? Do you want Skittles? Do you want brownies? Do you want chocolate-covered strawberries? Do you want ice cream? Do you want snow caps? Like, what are you in the mood for in that moment? You know what I mean? That's what it's kind of like. I walk in and I'm like, yeah, what am I in the mood for? So, make that decision tonight. William Kimbrough, good morning. Blake Middleton, Lyle Collins was not a first rounder. Remember, Lyle went undrafted. He would have been a first rounder, but he went undrafted. Stacy, just remember Florida State 2019. Let's go, but the ending won't be the same. Stacy, hey, look. You know, we had Devin on the show a few weeks back. I think it was last week. He came on the radio show. And I think we talked a little bit about that. Florida State, man. Whew. Dominant outing. It sucked that it ended the way it did. Certainly wasn't his fault. I just need 2 innings from him tonight. That's all. Because I think Marceau can get you through 7. But you know what? I'll tell you this. The one thing talking to earlier this week, we had Mac Toff, the head coach of Gonzaga, on. We also had a guy that covers Gonzaga, Stephen Carr is the guy's name, and he said, look, Gonzaga is one of these kind of pesky offenses where they'll work counts and they'll drive up pitch count. You have 30, 40, pitch innings. Maybe not 40, that'd be excessive, but 30. He said 30 pitch innings. And that's one of the things that does concern me for Landon tonight is he's got to be efficient. I mean, he always is, but he's got to be efficient to get deep into this ball game. So, I mean, it's pretty clear, like in most years, that they've identified the arms that they trust in the bullpen that they'll go to. But you don't want to have to go beyond those if possible. So, I do like that they're rested. I think that's great for your arms to be fresh. The counter argument is, are you rusty? I lean more on they're fresh. I'd be more concerned about the hitters not seeing live pitching since last Tuesday. Let's see. Let's go. Father John David Mathern, good morning. Jonathan Martin, good morning. Dancing Scone. I tell y'all better watch watch out Tigers and the Pros. Andrew Bienvenu, looking at the speed this kid will throw, we never pull out our midweek bets. LOL. That's not true. LSU was the undisputed midweek champion of the world this year. What would be the one thing about with Gonzaga? Their pitcher. Just looking at their offense, it doesn't look like this is a team that's gonna mash the baseball. But the kid who's throwing tonight, I mean, the batting average against is sub 200. He's got an ERA around 2. He's got 103 strikeouts to just 17 walks. So he doesn't walk people, and he's got a swing and miss changeup. So, I mean, LSU's hitters have to go be competitive, man. That's the thing to worry about tonight. Brandon DeVille, Paul said yesterday on OTB, he told Marceau throw it over the plate early in at bats and trust the defense. I'm with it. That's what you got to do. This is a team. Look, so I said, man, like induce weak contact. I would rather a 1-pitch pop out than an 8-pitch strikeout. Always. You got me wanting snow caps. Cortland, my guess is Corbin. Hey, babe. It's 8:15. I need to go. I need to get going. Okay. So refreshing to have an athletic director that knows how to go about hiring coach the right way, unlike who was there prior. Amen to that. Look at trivia. It's embarrassing. We're at 27 likes. That's right, y'all. I mean, if you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like button. If you're on mobile, X out of the live chat. You'll see the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, and then you just hit the live chat tab again. Thank you. Josh Giraldo, don't hate Stafford at second. Kid grinds out at bats and is always on base. True. Y'all listen to AFR today. I've teased this a bit, but Terrio's worked with Stafford forever, so we'll get him a full rundown on that. Cortland, my guess is Corbin. No, it's not. It's Pat Casey, the legendary Oregon State coach, and I can tell you, I can confirm that is legitimate. How serious? I have a hunch, but I have no problem saying there is mutual interest. I'm telling you, man. Woodward A&M and Small. Was Whitworth a first rounder? No, he was a second rounder. Now you got me wanting snow caps. Faneca. Yeah, I told you it was Faneca. Faneca was the last first round pick on the offensive line. And Lyell would have been, but he went undrafted because of the off the field stuff that popped up the week of the draft. All right, y'all. I got to bounce. Where are we? Any more over here? Reagan Lee score prediction. I would love to see an 8-2 type game where you didn't really even have to sweat it out. Charlie, West Coast teams are generally small ball. Charlie, so I did ask their coach point blank if they're a small ball team, and he said no. He said there's been years they've hit 80 homers. He said this is just a year where they've been more gap-to-gap power, but they're not a get them on, get them over, get them in. I asked him point blank that question. So they don't play small ball. It's not like, infield single, bunt him to second, steal a base, bleeder through the right side of the infield to get him home. They're not that team. So that's good. Jonathan Lambert, any truth to the Bianco rumors? I don't know what the rumors are. Is Bianco a potential candidate? I would say, this is how I would say it. I would say Mike Bianco would be your safe last resort. They have, I can tell you that LSU has gotten tremendous interest in this job. It's the best job in college baseball. LSU, the money people behind the program are willing to basically do the Kim Mulkey deal for baseball. You're talking 2.25. That would attract any coach in the country. You have a program where the athletic department is willing to invest anything from facilities and resources standpoint to let you win, and you have a passionate fan base. It's Alabama football. It's what LSU baseball is. It's the baseball equivalent of Alabama football. And that may not be appealing to everybody, but it's appealing to a lot of people. And for some reason, some of the top candidates we've talked about may be a non-starter. And if they need a safe fallback, I think Bianco would be it. But I think that is very, very, very far down the list, and I don't know that that's necessarily likely. Would Casey be better than O'Sullivan? I don't think so. O'Sullivan's a dominant recruiter. He's won in the SEC. handles the pitchers, and he's 10 years younger. Is the Pat Casey stuff legit? Just told you. O'Sullivan is not off the table. But y'all asked me tonight during nightcap. I'll have a few whiskeys and probably tell you more. Hey, babe. All right, I got to go, y'all. Y'all have an awesome day. It is 8:20. Oh, my God. I got a late start today. All right, I got to get going. Y'all have an awesome day. Brock, Hudco, if you're on Facebook, please like their pages. If you need an orthopedist, go to Brock. If you need a roof, you call Hudco. Just what you do. Thank you to all. Have a great day. We'll see you later.